In a world where international norms are routinely challenged, how do organizations like the United Nations respond? Imagine being in the shoes of a UN peacekeeper, faced with the dilemma of whether to confront or conciliate with authorities committing norm violations. This is the complex world explored by Dr. Ksenia Oksamitna, Dr. Oysen Tanzi, Dr. Sarah von Billerbeck, and Dr. Bert Julia Gippert in their groundbreaking research on decision-making in international bureaucracies. With 200 semi-structured interviews with current and former UN officials, this research dives deep into the minds of those who have navigated the intricate web of international peacekeeping. Factors like career security and professional composition aspect play a role in shaping responses to norm violations. By shedding light on the nuanced interplay of these factors, this research not only offers a glimpse into the inner workings of international organizations, but also provides a roadmap for shaping future responses. The research introduces the conciliation confrontation spectrum, which captures the range of reactions by international organization officials to norm violations. At one end, officials may take strong actions such as sanctions, while at the other end, they may downplay or conceal violations. More confrontational actions include punitive action, enforcement, and withholding material support. More conciliatory action, on the other hand, includes officials downplaying or trivializing violations. Three main factors shape international organization officials' responses: individual factors, departmental factors, and positional factors. Individual factors include previous experience, career security, and length of service in the host country. These factors can influence officials' propensity towards conciliatory or confrontational actions. For example, officials with longer service in a host country may be more predisposed to conciliatory actions. Additionally, a promise of job security can empower officials to express public criticism of host state authorities. Departmental factors, such as the politicization of the department's work and the professional composition of the unit, also play a role in shaping responses. For example, human rights sections in peacekeeping missions deal with survivors of abuse, therefore making them more attentive to victims of violations from the host government. Additionally, units with diverse professional backgrounds may be more flexible in their responses, whereas units with more international and human rights lawyers tend to be more retaliatory. Positional factors, such as place in the international organization hierarchy in relation to other international organization entities, can impact officials' decisions. Higher-ranking officials may have more influence over decisions and may lean towards conciliatory actions. Another example is that employers at the UN headquarters are easier to criticize host country authorities because they do not have to see the president at receptions. It is crucial to acknowledge the limitations that shape the scope of the research. One significant limitation is the lack of consideration for the host country's power dynamics, particularly when it is a superpower. Superpower status can grant a host country a level of influence and impunity that may not be present in other contexts. This status can potentially enable more frequent and severe norm violations without the fear of significant repercussions. By not explicitly accounting for this factor, the research may not fully capture the complexity of decision-making processes in these situations. Future studies could benefit from incorporating this aspect to provide a more nuanced understanding of how power dynamics influence responses to norm violations in international bureaucracies. Nevertheless, by understanding these factors, international organization leaders and member states can shape the composition of the international bureaucracy to make desired responses more likely.